Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS. Let's get to the news. When we talk about the Cleveland Browns, especially in recent seasons, there's a sense of anticipation, of hope, but also some lingering questions that fans have been eager to see answered. The quarterback situation, for example, has been a hot topic for quite some time now, especially after the team's journey through the past few seasons, where instability at that position has somewhat hampered their ability to take that next step toward genuine playoff contention and, of course, Super Bowl glory. And this year, well, it's no different. The Browns are entering a crucial phase, and the quarterback battle is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines not just for Cleveland, but for the entire AFC North, a division that's known for its toughness, grit, and fiercely competitive battles every single year. Now, let's take a step back and analyze what's been happening during the offseason, especially in the lead-up to training camp. The spotlight is squarely on four key players: Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, SHEDEUR Sanders, and Dillon Gabriel. All four are competing for a very limited number of spots, and more importantly, for that coveted starting role that could define their careers in 2024 and beyond. And here's the kicker. Most NFL insiders believe that by the time the Browns unveil their official 53-man roster at the end of August, either Flacco or Pickett will be wearing different jerseys elsewhere. The more likely casualty, it seems, is Kenny Pickett, the young quarterback from Pittsburgh who showed flashes of potential but hasn't yet solidified himself as a franchise cornerstone. That leaves Joe Flacco as the probable starter, at least initially, a veteran who's been around the block and can provide stability while the team develops its future signal caller. Flacco's role as the starting quarterback to open the season is more than just a stopgap. It's a strategic move, a bridge to discovering who among the rookies will rise to the occasion. The Browns are clearly looking at SHEDEUR Sanders, the talented rookie out of Colorado, and Dillon Gabriel, the veteran quarterback from Oklahoma, as their future. Both have shown promise, but their paths are divergent. Sanders, a fifth-round pick, has been garnering a lot of attention during minicamp and off-season workouts, not only because of his athleticism and arm talent, but also because of the excitement he's generated among fans and analysts alike. Gabriel, a third-rounder, has had more reps with the first-team offense and has been more integrated into the game plans, which gives him a slight edge in terms of experience and familiarity with NFL-level schemes. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. The Browns are in a unique position to shape their future at quarterback, not just through their current roster, but also with their draft capital. Cleveland owns Jacksonville's first-round pick in 2026, which could very well be in the top 10, giving them a tremendous amount of leverage. If the team finds that none of the current quarterbacks are the long-term answer, they could pivot and use that pick, or even trade up earlier in the draft to select a franchise quarterback like Arch Manning from Texas, should he declare after his third college season. The Browns have historically been aggressive in the draft, and this year seems no different. The possibility of landing a top-tier quarterback early on in the 2026 draft adds a layer of strategic depth to their plans. And speaking of future plans, it's worth noting that the quarterback battle in Cleveland isn't just about 2024. It's about setting up for the long term. The team's front office and coaching staff are well aware that the window for competing at the highest level is limited unless they find their franchise quarterback sooner rather than later. With Flacco, Sanders, Gabriel, and potentially other young talents vying for that role, the team could very well end up with only one of these players remaining on the roster by next year. The rest could be traded, released, or moved to different teams, depending on how their development progresses and how their trade value evolves. This leads us to a key point: the trade market. Among Sanders and Gabriel, who has more value right now? That's a question that's been hotly debated among fans and analysts. Gabriel, with his experience and more extensive reps, might seem to have the edge in terms of immediate value. But Sanders, despite being a rookie, has that high ceiling and the kind of athleticism that teams covet. His popularity among the fans and the buzz around his potential has only increased the stakes. However, in the NFL, things can change rapidly, especially in the quarterback position. And one of the most intriguing possibilities is the potential availability of other high-profile quarterbacks in the league, like Anthony Richardson from the Colts. Richardson, the fourth overall pick in 2023, has been a highly touted prospect, noted for his elite arm strength and impressive mobility. But things haven't gone smoothly for him this offseason. Due to a shoulder injury, he's been sidelined and is currently behind Daniel Jones in the Colts' quarterback hierarchy. The Colts signed Jones as a free agent to challenge Richardson, and it appears that Jones has taken a significant lead in that competition, especially with Richardson's injury and the uncertainty surrounding his recovery. According to reports, there's no set timetable for Richardson's return, which only further solidifies Jones's position as the Week 1 starter for Indianapolis. Now, if Richardson ends up losing that battle, if he's sidelined for a while longer, or if the Colts decide to move on from him, Cleveland could step into the picture. The Browns have a real opportunity here, potentially trading a late-round pick or even Gabriel for Richardson, a young quarterback with exceptional talent. Imagine that, a 23-year-old with a rocket arm and incredible athleticism, still raw but with a ceiling that's sky-high. Adding Richardson to Cleveland's roster could reshape their future quarterback plans entirely, especially if they're willing to exercise his fifth-year option next offseason, giving them control over his rookie contract for at least 4 more seasons. This strategic move could be a game-changer. It would give the Browns a true franchise quarterback with a high ceiling, potentially competing with or even surpassing Sanders in the long run. The team's management has to weigh the immediate needs against the long-term potential, but the opportunity to land someone like Richardson, if he becomes available, could be too tempting to pass up. It's a scenario that adds an extra layer of intrigue to this quarterback saga, and it's one that Browns fans should be watching closely as the summer unfolds. And let's not forget the broader context of the AFC North, a division that's become increasingly competitive over the past few seasons. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers each have their own quarterback questions, and the Browns are no longer just sitting in the background. Cleveland is positioning itself to be a serious contender, not just in 2024, but for years to come. The quarterback situation is at the heart of that, and every decision made now will echo into the future. Whether it's Flacco stabilizing the position early on, Sanders and Gabriel showcasing their potential, or the team pulling off a bold trade for Richardson, every move they make will be scrutinized by fans eager to see their team finally reach the promised land. The season ahead promises fireworks. Cleveland has a talented roster, a solid defense, and playmakers on offense. The question is whether the quarterback position will be stable enough to capitalize on that talent and push deep into the playoffs. With the AFC North as fierce as ever, every game will be a battle, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Fans are hoping for a breakthrough, for a quarterback who can elevate the entire team, and for a season that finally puts the Browns back on the map as serious contenders. The drama at quarterback is just beginning, and every twist and turn will be critical in shaping their destiny. So, as we gear up for training camp and the start of the season, all eyes are on Cleveland's quarterback room. The decisions made in the coming weeks could define the franchise's future for years to come. Will Flacco hold the fort early on? Will Sanders or Gabriel surprise everyone and seize the moment? Or will Cleveland make a bold move to bring in a young superstar like Richardson? Whatever happens, one thing is for sure, Browns fans, you're at the center of one of the most exciting storylines in the NFL right now. Keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and get ready for a season filled with hope, drama, and perhaps that elusive championship run we've all been waiting for. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now, looking even further ahead, the Browns' strategy isn't just about the immediate season. It's about building a sustainable winning culture, about developing a roster that can contend year after year. Their draft picks, their free agent signings, and their approach to the quarterback position all point toward a team that's willing to take calculated risks in pursuit of greatness. Cleveland's front office has shown a willingness to be aggressive, and that might mean making some bold trades or draft decisions in the coming months. The possibility of trading away picks or players to acquire a proven talent like Richardson is not just a fantasy, it's a real option that could pay huge dividends down the line. Furthermore, Browns fans should also keep an eye on the overall health and development of their current roster. Their defense remains one of the most formidable units in the league, anchored by stars like Myles Garrett, who continues to be an elite pass rusher and a leader on that side of the ball. The offense, apart from the quarterback question, has a host of talented playmakers. Wide receivers like Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones are proven commodities, capable of making big plays downfield. The running game, led by Nick Chubb when healthy, is one of the best in the league, providing a balanced attack that any quarterback would love to work with. But all that talent needs a steady hand at quarterback to truly unlock its potential. And that's what makes this offseason so fascinating. It's a chess match, with Cleveland trying to position itself perfectly for the upcoming season and beyond. The team's management is undoubtedly weighing all options, from developing their young quarterbacks to making a blockbuster trade that could redefine their future. Fans should be excited because the moves they're contemplating could be bold enough to shake up the league landscape. The AFC North, known for its gritty battles, is about to get even more intense, and the Browns are clearly aiming to be at the forefront of that fight. So, as we approach the start of training camp, all these questions hang in the air. Who will be Cleveland's starting quarterback in Week 1? Will Flacco be the bridge, or will Sanders or Gabriel take the reins sooner? Is a trade for Richardson or another young quarterback on the horizon? The answers will come soon enough, but one thing is for sure. The Cleveland Browns are on the cusp of something special, and this season could be the one where all the pieces finally come together. The passion runs deep, the hopes are high, and the history of heartbreak and resilience fuels every fan's belief that this is their time. So buckle up, Browns fans, it's going to be an unforgettable ride. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Do you believe Flacco will hold the starting spot? Are you confident in Sanders or Gabriel? Or do you think the team should make a bold move for Richardson or another top-tier quarterback? Whatever your view, let's keep this conversation going because your voice is part of what makes this community so special. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This is a team with a rich history, a passionate fanbase, and an exciting future. Let's get ready to cheer them on, no matter what unfolds in the coming weeks. The season is just around the corner, and the story of the Cleveland Browns is far from over. Thanks for being with me today, and as always, go Browns.